Here we're going to talk about biots and how to wrap biots and make a body on a fly. Now, first thing, there are two different kinds of biots, at least two main different kinds of biots. One is going to be goose and one is going to be turkey. The one on the right here is going to be the goose biot, this guy right here, which is the shorter of the two. The one here on the left is going to be the turkey biot. Now, turkey biot is much longer, as you can see. It's also wider. You can see it's a little bit wider. Usually we use turkey biots for tails. We'll use them for bodies on some larger flies. Traditionally, the smaller one, the goose biot, is going to be used for wrapping bodies. It seems kind of opposite because it's shorter, but it's actually not as wide. It's a little narrower, and it actually makes a little bit better and cleaner body on our fly. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the biot here. You see how it has a curve to it. One is kind of a concave and the other side is more of a convex. Now, depending on which way you tie this in, which way you wrap it, depends on how the biot acts and how it looks on your fly. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tie what I call ridges up, and I'm going to tie the biot in so it's splaying upwards. I tie it in by the tip, and I always use my hackle pliers with these biots because they're very delicate. Now when I wrap it with that curved side facing up, I'm going to get ridges. As I wrap this biot forward, you can see I'm getting these very subtle little ridges. Now, these ridges imitate the segmentation of like a small mayfly or a midge larva. And generally we use flies that have rigid bodies that are either midge pupa or nymphs. Traditionally, I mean, some people will tie them on dry flies, but usually the ridges we use on nymphs, subsurface flies, pupas, emergers, things like that. Now, if I'm to tie this curved biot with the curve facing down on the shank of the hook, I'll get a little bit different look to the fly. Same exact biot. It's just going to be, I'm going to tie it with the curve facing down. And as I wrap forward, I still have a ridge, but the ridge is on the front of the biot. So at each wrap, I cover up the front of that biot, therefore giving it a smooth appearance. And you still have segmentation, but instead of having a ridge for segmentation, we have got a nice smooth, just colored segmentation. And I'll zoom in here with the camera as soon as I'm finished. Get it so it focuses here. There we go. So you can kind of see how you get the nice ridges. You can see all the nice ridges here on this fly, or on this section, how it stands up. Then on this side here, I get these little segmentations, but they're nice and smooth. Now that is traditionally what we use on dry flies, like comparidons, a quill or like a biot body, parachute Adams, things like that. We use the smooth body. So, and that's the basic difference on a biot and how you tie it on to the body of a fly and how it acts differently depending on which way you tie it in. So if it's curving up, you get your ridges. If it's curving down, it's nice and smooth. So hopefully that helped you and you learned a little bit about biots.